Okay, here's my freshly modded Zuma 125. It's just pretty much the same motor and everything that I had in the last, what it was before in the last video that I did about a year ago. So there are a few new parts that I have though. Let's do a run through here. Okay, so I have the BTX highway pegs, cruising pegs and stuff. It's pretty nifty, real comfortable. You got the R Pro turn signals from rucksters.com. Mounting them to the side here where the old reflectors were. Okay, and then I got an oil cooler to go with the 155 kit from samuraiscoot.com. And then just after the oil plate comes out, and then it has a new oil plate that drops in, and then you drill 2 holes and plumb some oil lines, and then up to there. Here's a nice shot of the oil cooler. Okay, and then the newest thing is the stretch kit. You can get it from CAR Fabrications on zumaforums.net. Just go to the vendor's profile on there, and you look it up. It's CAR Fabrication, and this is his doppler, his single doppler shock conversion. You get a nice little doppler shock there that carries the whole weight of the scooter now on one shock. So and then I have the BTX pressure release, crankcase ventilator, black and red AN fittings, and then the Yoshimura stainless exhaust, and Pirelli GTS 24 and 23 tires. So that's the rear tire, and then this is the front tire. Along with the stretch kit, you have to lower the front end, so you have to cut some coils off your stock springs for it to look right, everything. So it's a 2-inch drop in the front, and then an 8 7/8 push back on the motor. So the tire now is outside of the rear tail light, which is pretty cool. It's fairly good stretch too. So then you have to chop the old stock shock mount out from up here. You have to cut it out. It gives it a cleaner look, and you have to chop your trunk. I don't know if you can see that. You have to chop like 5 inches off your trunk. Well, it's a small price to pay, for something that does a stretch on the scooter. You have to fabricate a new license plate bracket and everything. So all I did was took a little drive over to Home Depot and got some 2-inch aluminum, 2-inch or 1/8 inch by 2-inch flat aluminum, and then made my license plate bracket, and then turned out pretty good, nice and stable. So pretty much rocking the BTX cold air intake. Chopped 1.5 inches off of it to drop the filter back a little bit. Because I was having, oil. You have to oil the filters and everything, and then it gets all over your leg and all that stuff. So I just chopped it back to add a little insurance there, so I don't get my pants all oily. But yeah, so pretty much the same stuff I had before. Just now it looks a lot different. Overall, it's about a 2-inch drop over the whole entire scooter. So you stretch it, and then it lowers your ride height in the rear when you stretch, and then you have to lower the front end to compensate for the for the ass end drop. But that, and then Still got all my painted cover and all that jazz. And I got you know, the black oil oil covers. I got those from SamuraiScoot.com. Fairly nice. Adds a little bit of cooling to the motor. You know, can never have enough cooling for an air-cooled motor, so it's nice to have. And then I still haven't chopped my kickstand yet, so I'm running a stock kickstand on a stretched and lowered scooter, which is bad. You really want to chop about an inch off the kickstand, so you add a little more curb weight, because right now you can just barely push it and it rocks. So yeah, that's pretty much all that I've done to the scooter so far. You know, I painted the front forks, you know, give it the whole black line appeal and everything. And then, oh yeah, along with the stretch, you have to get some low bars. You know, they add cable clearance to, you know, so you don't have to buy new cables and everything. So get those. These are Bola low bars. They're a lot wider than the stock bars, as you can see, a lot wider. Oh, I got the Stage 6 F1 mirrors from Rucksters.com. I got a Coso digital speedo and tack and odometer. That's pretty nice. Pretty easy to install too. Took a little while to figure out the wiring, but it's pretty easy. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So here's a nice side shot. Again, that's what it looks like with the rear tire all way back there. And then here's a front shot. How low it is. It's fairly low. Me being 6 foot tall, you know, it's really low. I look like a gorilla riding it now, but it's pretty good. All these parts you can find on zumaforums.net in the vendors section. Just go on there. You can find CAR fabrication. You can find that on there. Real nice guy to deal with. I talked to him quite a bit about scooters, and it's worth it, you know. And then Bola low bars, you can get those off just Google search for Bola bars. You'll find them. The BTX catch can is a custom order item. You have to get a hold of him through zumaforums.net. And then the pegs are also available on there through the Zuma forums. You have to find the vendor's profile, and then you know, you can find them pretty easy on there. That's made by Killer Scoot and BTX Metal Works. And the cold air intake is available at Rucksters.com. I'm not sure if they have any right now, but that's where I bought mine at. So and then I just sanded it down and painted it black, you know, because the chrome was a little much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much the same scooter. Has a little bit more get up and go now because you know, more rubber contact with the road since you stretch it out. And that's pretty much it. Enjoy.